He is a regular up here.
And on the right we've got Usama, who is playing Junk.
Yeah, Chris is on blue out red control. I think this is going to be a little bit of a difficult matchup for Chris, as it goes for attritional matchups go. As attritional matchups go, it's possibly up there with a difficult matchup like Jundi's, with Liliana, Thoughtseize, and Inquisition of Kozlet being such huge cards that impact the game so very fast. And he also has a very, very fast clock as well in the form of Tarmogoyf and all of the manlands that are very, very difficult to remove.
Yeah, definitely Junk is looking pretty well positioned at the moment.
It's a very good deck in the format.
Yeah, it's hard to know exactly how every deck is positioned at the moment, especially with the new BNR list that's just come out from Wizard of the Coast, and I think everybody was really shocked to see Birthing Pod on there. I think most people expected to see Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, but Birthing Pod's been around for quite a while now. It seemed as though it was getting to the point where it was a staple of the format. It's been in favour for, what, a couple of years at least?
Possibly since it got printed. And there's been a couple of odd creatures here or there that have gone in, and a couple of creatures that have left.
A couple of creatures that have made it even better.
Yep.
Siege Rhino for one.
Yep. Siege Rhino has possibly made just all Junk format, all Junk variants just better.
You know, somebody told me the other day, and I'm not sure if this was true or whether it was hearsay, that Wizard of the Coast originally wanted to make Siege Rhino a 3-drop.
Yes, they did.
And they wanted to, you don't gain the life, but they still lose 3 life.
Yeah,
and I think
that was it.
That sounds pretty broken to me. I mean, Siege Rhino's already broken, but a 3-drop would have made it seriously broken.
I think they've made it a good decision. They made a good decision making it a 4-drop. So I'm not. I think making it a 3-drop would have made it far too powerful. If they made it like a 3-drop 2/2, that may have slightly improved it, but it's still a bit ridiculous.
Every time you move your mic, I have to mute it, or it will sound good.
So.
I mean, Crooks is faster.
Yeah, but
now they have less cards.
So, how do you guys feel about the format then? Are you liking it so far? Are you liking the format without all the busted delve spells? Or do you miss them?
Do I miss Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time? Do you know what I think?
yeah, I'm on it.
I think that out of the 2 cards, Treasure Cruise had the most impact on Modern. Treasure Cruise was, it was way over the top. I don't think I'll miss it because I think it did warp the format to the point where it was getting to, you know,
too much level.
Yeah, you say like, we'll start with 4 Treasure Cruise and then we'll just build the deck around that. And when it gets to that sort of position, I think something, you know, obviously has to give. Dig Through Time is a little bit more difficult. I know it was in Jeskai Ascendancy, but you know, it's double blue rather than single blue. I think there was more of a case of maybe just do Treasure Cruise first, see how the format gets on with just Dig and then ban Dig. But obviously they've decided Delve for drawing cards
is too good.
Is too good, yeah. So I think they've just got rid of that. It's quite interesting that in Legacy they've decided that Dig Through Time is fine, but Treasure Cruise isn't fine.
I agree with the bannings in Legacy. I definitely agree with that. I've played Treasure Cruise before myself, and it's way too powerful.
Treasure Cruise is, I mean,
all it is Ancestral Recall.
It can go in so many decks. As long as you're playing blue, and you draw a Treasure Cruise, 1 Treasure Cruise can make 2 Treasure Cruise, and another you can draw 7 cards in a turn for 2 blue, and it gets out of ban. So I agree, it definitely should have got banned. I'm surprised to see World Gorger Dragon come back. Why do you think that's come back?
It's an awful card.
Well, yeah, I suppose it is pretty bad, but...
See a lightning bolt there in his hand. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go on, we're starting players, so
just started the first round. Looks like Chris Vincent's on the player, with a Steam Vents untapped. That's interesting. And passes the turn. That's a treetop village there. I think we have a Gideon in his hand. Yeah, that is a Gideon. Well, lightning bolt. Ball, a couple of islands, a Snapcaster Mage.
It's interesting that he left that 1 up there.
I think it's to, if he wants to...
Spell Pierce?
Yes.
Who ate a bolt?
No one's hitting a ball. Chris Vincent's played a Shock and untapped. That's a bolt to the face of the Scoos.
Yeah, I think it's got to go.
Yes. That's a spell snare in his hand as well. And a wall of omens.
Yeah. Spell snare, wall of omens, island.
Snapcaster Mage and a Gideon and another land.
And a mountain.
Yep.
There's an island and passes the turn back. I don't think Usama wants to play the Goyf here. I think he wants to play the Scoos.
Yeah, draw out some counterspell.
Which he does. Chris lets that resolve.
Yeah, I think he probably realises there's something in his hand that he wants to bait counterspells out with.
Yeah, this is quite a strong draw for Usama. There's a Path to Exile there, a Bob, a Goyf, a Liliana. Wow, I really like this deck he's playing. It's very, very powerful.
It comes out the gates pretty quickly. It's no slouch.
No, it feels like it's one of the more traditional type decks. Oh, there's a Thoughtseize draw for turn there.
Tell you what, he's been pretty good with his draws. We saw him in the last game and he had plenty of answers there, and he's looking like he's getting a few answers here as well.
The deck just pretty much has all the best cards from Modern. It is just...
I'd go with that, pretty much. It's not got Cryptic Command, but it's getting there.
Yeah, it's got all the best non-blue cards from in the format.
I don't think you could justify the 3 blue to drop blue in there.
No. Cast Thoughtseize. I think Chris just cast the Snapcaster Major bolts the Scoos here.
Yeah.
What's Chris on?
He's on 18.
Oh.
He's on blue out red control. Was it Cryptic?
Okay. Okay, he's going to counter the Thoughtseize.
And he's
gonna
bouncing
it,
the Scoos.
He's going to get double value.
Good.
Don't think he really needs that much card advantage in this game so far, because he's not seen a Bob, so he knows his opponent's not drawing too many cards at the moment. Although he might get a bit of a shock when Usama drops his Bob out of his hand, if he chooses to.
I think dropping Bob right now is the best idea.
Yeah,
it's
it's probably the best idea.
Either that or play the Goyf, because then you put him on a sufficient enough clock that you're putting him under enough pressure to find an answer for it.
Yeah, he can't. I mean, there's arguments for both. I mean, if you drop the Goyf, he's just used his bounce spell. Bolt, he probably can't hit it anymore, so it's going to be safe on the table for some attacks. If you drop the Dark Confident, you're possibly going to pick up some extra cards, but it probably will die a lot faster than a Goyf would, so could go either way. And he's going to go.
Cast a Goyf.
Okay.
He's on 17 here.
This goes up as I gain a life. Yep. And I go 22.
He's drawn a what's that? Colonnade. He's drawn a Colonnade for turn. What's he got in his hand here? A Wall of Omens. That's pretty good for the Goyf, to block the Goyf.
We don't know exactly what that Goyf is at the moment, but we've got land, instant, creature, yeah.
This is 3/4.
Yeah.
So the Wall of Omens is going to be a very good blocker here. I think he just cast a Liliana to get rid of the Wall of Omens here.
I gain a life.
Because Chris could just let it through, because I don't think Chris cares about this 3 damage here. All it is a bolt, so...
Hold on, why do you gain a life?
No, it has a sorcery as well, so it's a 4/5.
Okay.
Because the Thoughtseize the one.
Oh yes, of course, yeah, there was a Thoughtseize.
Yeah, that's huge.
And the Scuffing Doom comes back, smells now, okay.
Where are they getting a life from?
How did you say?
It couldn't be, he's on 17. I have him on 17.
Right, no, wasn't it Usama?
Yeah. Because he cracked the fetch to cast, and with untapped. Oh wow, that's a Gideon. That's huge.
Okay. Now this could swing the game.
That is huge. I think he's on 17 because he cast the. He put the Temple Guardian in untapped off the fetch. This is an interesting situation here.
I'm not sure that Usama's got any way main board apart from attacking Gideon to actually remove Gideon. I'm not sure he's actually got anything that can
actually deal with it.
Yeah.
Like a Brupicate doesn't do anything.
He's got a treetop village. So I don't know how many counters Gideon's on, but
4 I think? 3, 4?
So it's not gonna if it's 3, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Any thoughts into them? Cleek, wow. That's a good draw for Chris. That's a very good draw for Chris.
This is a tough one.
I think Usama does take the Vendilion Clique here.
Well, he's got that confident in his hand. So if he takes this Snapcaster, then he gets rid of the flashback of the Smell Snare or the Lightning Bolt. So
I think he's more worried about the Cryptic as well, because Chris could.
Yeah, Cryptic. Yeah, he's almost got enough mana to do that.
He does.
Oh,
he
does.
yeah,
he does. Sorry, he does.
So if someone lets Chris untap with the Snapcaster Mage in hand, he could, and he casts something next turn, he could potentially counter the thing he uses, counter the thing he's casting and bounce the Treetop Village.
Yeah.
And completely cut him off double black. Or he could, if he lets someone tap it anyway, he could untap. He could, Chris could cast the Snapcaster Mage, flashback Cryptic Command, and bounce the Treetop Village, cutting him off double black. Yeah, he takes the Snapcaster Mage.
I think he had to.
Yeah, I don't think there was any way.
I think he could really do with another land here to resolve that Liliana, because I think he wants to tick that up now, get rid of that Vendilion Clique, and try and get that Liliana to ultimate.
He wouldn't. What's going to start happening now is that Chris is going to tick up Gideon and start hitting Usama with a Colonnade for 4 every turn.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick clock. It's not
going to be a very fast clock. I think Usama is on. What life is Usama on? I think it's 20 or 17.
Yeah, I don't think he's gained any life in this game.
So he's on 20 or 17 then, chat. I think he's on 17. Oh, he's casting the Clique now. I think he wants to leave up mana for something in his hand. Does he have the mana
I
leak?
think he's going to target himself here.
No.
No?
Does he have the mana leak? If he has a mana, I think he's going to target him, because the only thing Chris has to be worried about now...
He's got a fetch land in his hand. Chris has got a fetch land in his hand. That was his draw for the turn, so...
I think Chris wants to target Usama, because if Usama has a...
What do you think he's most worried about? I mean,
wow, the Liliana No, I'm not sure.
See, the Path to Exile's going to get rid of the...
Colonnades.
Yeah, probably the Colonnade.
He's got 2 Colonnades on the table, though. And the Dismember's going to kill the Colonnade as well. So I don't think he activates the Colonnades here. I think he just makes Gideon into... Gideon turns into a guy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think he just makes Gideon into a guy and then hits him with it for the next couple of turns. I don't think he's bothered about losing the Gideon.
I'm not sure exactly what he would be worried about this time, so I don't think Bob's that relevant anymore.
I think he's taking 6 from there.
What did he take then in the end?
Yeah, he's on 15. He took the Path to Exile.
Yeah, okay.
He's on 15 because of the Thoughtseize. Yeah, yeah. Usama's on 15.
Yep.
Thank you very much, chat. He's drawn that second land. The 4th land. So he could cast the Siege Rhino here, but I don't think it's good casting the Siege Rhino into 3 mana.
This is a tough
just cast
spot.
a Bob and pass the turn.
Well, yeah, he's still holding up that Dismember. I'm not sure what size Gideon is now. I think he's looking like he's on 5, so...
I think he just play Bob and pass the turn. Oh, he doesn't. He just passes the turn here. Unless he's holding up like a path to get rid of Gideon. Oh, that's a remand. That's a good draw from Chris.
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's a good draw if he wants to target on the Siege Rhino, for example. But I mean, if he's going to go for maybe the Dismember when he pays life for it, he could get value in it that way. Otherwise, he maybe not going to get the greatest value out of it at this point in the game.
I think he could still, like, if he has multiple cards in hand. If Chris gets to that point, the remand turns into
yeah, he's gonna.
Do I have this mana leak for your thing?
Well, if he goes to attempt to catch the Siege Rhino next turn, then it's going to end up like being a Time Walk draw card.
Can you tell Sam what the life is? We can update
it. Chris is on 16, and Usama's on 15. Activates the Colonnade.
This looks like a big swing.
Oh, that's 4, 7, 13.
I'm gonna bolt it.
Okay. Yeah.
After damage.
Yeah. He's gonna pay mana for the Dismember. This is rare. I think he is just gonna remand it here.
Yeah. He can remand it here. Yeah. he can pay 4 life and play it again.
But that's still doing what the colonnad's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's still taking 4 life off him, so...
It's still a lava
But
axe.
if I say combat, it means that's the last possible chance before attacking. Yeah. You said okay.
I think we have an issue here. Chris is wanting to know exactly when Usama is casting this dismember, because if he declares
And you said okay. So I went like this.
so what happens is
And then you said this isn't the creature, and I said yes. I forgot to announce activating Gideon.
so what's happening here is Chris is wanting to attack with a colonnade.
Yeah, it's all
and
about
the clone.
timing here. I think there's some argument about when exactly they are in the turn. I think Chris is saying we passed the declare blocker step, so you're taking damage now.
Well, not yet. We haven't passed declare blockers. I think where we're at now is where is when he's declaring his attacks.
Yeah.
So Chris is wanting to Usama's wanting to kill the colonnade before it can attack, because he thinks he has a remand or the mana leak in hand, the counterspell for the dismember.
Yeah,
So-
I think yeah, we're probably still in attacker step. I think what Usama said was that he swung all his guys, but he didn't actually activate his Gideon before.
Yeah, that's not in dispute. I think Chris said, yeah, sure, that's fine. I won't attack with the Gideon.
Yeah.
But he said that he said that what the query is, when is Usama actually casting the dismember?
Yeah, is he doing it before he taps his creatures, or?
Yeah, if he's doing it before declaring attackers, that means that the colonnade will be tapped before he goes to declare attackers. So it looks like what's happening here is
They're going to wind back slightly.
yeah, they're rewinding back to the situation where before he goes into combat. So
Yeah, so he's activating the colonnade. He's going to cast that target in the colonnade. Okay.
I think it does just remand this here, because if it does, because it gets a card off of it, and
So the colonnade can't attack now.
no, it's tapped.
Okay, now we're just swinging in with the cleek, or
I would swing in with the cleek.
I think he might as well. I don't know. That's a difficult one. I'm not sure what he wants to do here.
Yeah, he does just attack with that.
Well, the
And he goes to
Liliana
11.
can only kill the cleek, so using the dismember on the cleek doesn't make sense. He needs to use the instant speed on something that he can't use the Liliana on.
Usama's on 12, so it's it's an interesting situation, because does he, now that he's tapped out, does he just cast the Lily, or does he just slam the Siege Rhino and go,
Well,
look at my monster, I now have a clock, I'm going to kill your Gideon? But creatures seem pretty bad here.
Picked up a path. That could help him out. He's just a little bit behind here. He would have preferred to have had this Bob down and maybe the Siege Rhino down before he started getting beaten down by Chris, but Chris is not letting him up. If he casts Liliana and holds back 2 mana, then he's got a chance to get rid of... Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Okay, yeah, he's going to take it down.
I can sack the Cleek. So, what do
have to exile the colonnade and use the dismember on the Gideon, provided the Gideon's
Isn't
not...
the Gideon a 6/6?
I'm not sure exactly. I can't see the size of it now. I know it was on 5.
I think it is just, it becomes a 6/6.
It's not the Gideon that gains.
No.
Okay.
No. So what you do here is you dismember that,
Okay.
and if Chris has activated Gideon, you path the Gideon,
Yeah.
But then he'll put a trigger on the stack.
Yeah.
which he
okay.
does.
Attacking the kill spell,
Yeah.
he then put a trigger on
Oh, lightning bolt!
Will he die?
Well, his trigger will go first. This is that
I think that's game right there.
You should say declare attacks.
I think he took an extra 3. I think it was he took an extra 3 from somewhere, and the bolt had finished him.
Well, no, because it would go on.
You don't know, like, if you're allowed to say.
Yeah, I think there was some mix-up with the life totals there. I think he probably took more damage than we had him down for.
The way to kill him is something like, you know, the dog.
I mean, it's possible.
Because
Chris. So it's 1-0 to Chris at the moment. Just going to sideboards. Do we have deck lists?
I can get Sam to ask for them. Did we get them last week?
We did, yeah.
Okay. Where's Sam gone?
I don't know, somewhere.
Sam, you go ask was it head judge we asked?
Could you ask Rob to see if we can get deck lists?
For
The idea of sideboards and stuff like that.
We got them last time.
Ah, right, okay. That's cool. That's not good.
It's actually on.
This game or the next?
This one.
For these guys here.
For Chris and Usama. Yeah, please. On table 1. I wonder what Chris is going to board in then. This is a very... I think if Chris is pithing needle in sideboard, that might be quite good here. Because he can just name Liliana and he's just completely...
Yeah, I think you've got to be worried about an early Liliana.
Yeah.
You see, this is why one card that Junk is really missing at the moment is obviously Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah.
You know, we all know that was a big banning in Modern.
It's
I think it would have been, there was a time when Treasure Cruise was in and I was kind of thinking maybe to try and balance it out, you might want to bring Deathrite Shaman back.
It's not that powerful against Treasure Cruise.
No, but I don't think one card wasn't going to do it. And now it would be even worse because you're looking at turn 2 Lilianas, you're looking at, you know, Siege Rhinos on turn 3, you're making mana fixing as much as you want because you can, you know.
I like that. Just a guy in the chat said he has a blue-white red and he wants Chris to win. That's is it blue-white red? Yeah, that's blue-white red. It's going to be an interesting matchup. We can have a look at the sideboards now.
Yeah, I think somebody's as well pointing out the life total wasn't right on that game. He was on 6, not 12. Well, I think there was some sort of mix-up there. I think we missed some attacks with the colonnades.
So, it looks like...
Then he paid life for dismember. Okay, yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah. So, on Chris's side, it looks like he brings in definitely Stormbreath Dragon. Stack card's insane in this matchup. I think he brings in maybe Batterskull. I will definitely bring in those engineered explosives. They are very, very powerful. And the Celestial Purge as well. Exiling a Liliana or a Siege Rhino seems very, very powerful, or a Bob for that matter. What does Salmon's deck list look like there?
We've got... Okay, in the sideboard for Usama we've got 4 Fulminator Mage, we've got 2 Choke, 2 Stony Silence, 2 Mirren Crusader, 1 Batterskull, 1 Sajjad, 1 Timely Reinforcements, 1 Golgari Charm and 1 Creeping Corrosion. I think from those lists, I mean, he's running probably a play set of... Is he running a play set of Snapcaster Mages? Yeah, he's running... So we've got Golgari Charm, it's only a 1-of in the sideboard, but he's running 4 Snapcaster Mages, so I think, and 2 Vidilian Clicks, so I think that's probably going to come in.
Could come in, yeah.
It could get quite a lot of value out of it. Batterskull...
He regenerates his team as well after a possible...
sweeper, yeah. I think that's why Chris is packing 2 Wrath of Gods in the sideboard, because we've seen quite a lot of Golgari Charms and Boros Charms regenerating guys.
Why would you play Wrath of God over Supreme Verdict?
I think exactly because you've got Golgari Charm and you've got Boros Charm, and
Boros Charms make them indestructible anyway.
Yeah, so well that's true. Yeah, okay. So that was a terrible point, but things like Golgari Charm, you had like regeneration, and I think it stops that. I'm not.
It does, yeah.
I'm trying to think of exactly which creatures are running regenerate.
It gets rid of Throne as well. Throne's huge.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably one of the biggest threats. Yeah, he's getting
Chris
rid of Throne.
cannot deal with Throne whatsoever. Chris's sideboard, he has an Engineered Explosives, 2 Negates, a Counterflux, 2 Celestial Purges, 2 Stony Silence, a Vendilion Clique, a Batterskull, 2 Wrath of Gods, a Wear and Tear, and 2 Stormbreath Dragons. So it's going to be an interesting match for sideboards.
I think the Wrath of God's probably got to come in.
Yeah, definitely. That will definitely come in. Along with the engineered explosives as well.
Engineered
Purges.
explosives is probably going to be. I think Osama's looking pretty weak to flyers, so Stormbreath Dragon could come in. Although it's path proof as well, so
Just huge.
yeah, he's not going to get to path to exile that.
And he wants to be. He wants to use the other stuff. He wants to use his other removal for other stuff. Like he wants to use path to be able to deal with Gideon. Because anything else, if Chris manages to land a Gideon, it's basically possible just game for Osama. So we're aware. I think he leads with a Marshlet. Chris leads with a Flooded Strand. It's nice to see the Onslaught fetches being played in Modern. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, I prefer the border on that. I always preferred the old border.
Yeah, we sold sword, like so old school.
Yeah.
I love him, Osama's mark, it's very pretty.
So before damage.
It's very, very pretty. So Osama's on 19, cracking that mash flats, draws for turn. There's a Scoos, Kasali, what is that?
Which one?
The second card along in his hand, behind the Scoos. What's it? Is that Sajjad?
I'm not sure, it's definitely a multicoloured.
Sajjad would be sweet in this matchup there. He'd be very good in this matchup. He goes to 19, cracking a second mash flats actually.
What do you think? Drop the Scoos here?
Yeah, I guess. It doesn't seem amazing, but it's better than just dropping a Goyf here who becomes like a Squire, so... Oh, wow, yeah, 18. That's a Spell Snare. Oof. Chris says no.
Chris is now on 17, is he?
It depends what he gets. I can imagine, oh, he's on 17.
Yeah, 17.
You saw a Wrath of God there in his deck. He might have bought in the explosives. Can't tell.
Yeah, explosive for 2 would be pretty good sweeper.
Colonnade in hand there. And that's a Tech Edge drawn for turn. Yeah, he has the explosives in hand. That's very good here. I think, don't you just put explosives on for 2 next turn?
Well, you've always got to worry about Abrupt Decay. If there's nothing on the board...
Abrupt Decay seems awful in this matchup though.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if he's taken them out because...
Ooh, wow, that's big.
Yeah, I won't be sure if he's taken them all out because he might be expecting to get some value out of them in the second game.
He's pitching the battle... Oh, Tech Edge. He's drawn another one. See what he's got.
I'm not sure how useful they're
going
going
to be.
Oh,
a Sphinx's Revelation. Does Chris only have 3 lands in hand here? He passes a turn. This isn't looking good for Chris at all. It's only early stages in the game, but Osama's miles ahead.
He's got an Inquisition in his hand as well.
Yeah, this is not good.
Well, he's low on cards now, so he's got ahead, but he's used up quite a lot of resources.
He did bod in the Golgari Charms.
Yeah.
Well, a Golgari Charm, sorry. Which seems fine. Like, if Chris bods in Rest in Peace, if he did bod in Rest in Peace, I think it'll be a good thing to do, like to be able to destroy Rest in Peace with it.
Yeah, that's probably one of the better uses. I think that's probably one of the reasons why I thought he might leave in some Abrupt Decays, you know, for things like Rest in Peace or, you know, some hate cards that come in. You never know when they're going to be useful.
Yeah, and I thought that Abrupt Decay is probably the best, just general purpose removal card in this matchup.
Can hit so many things.
Yeah, I think is Chris thinking of just casting the Snapcaster and targeting the Spell Snare?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Oh, Path.
Oh, Path! Wow.
Okay. He's maybe...
that's not good.
He's maybe a little bit land light. When you start pathing your own guys, you know that there is a little bit of a mana problem.
Yeah, I think that's another reason why Path is such a staple in Modern.
It can get you out of some certain situations, that's true.
And it allows, as you can see now, Chris is able to cast the explosives for 3. killing the Liliana, but I think he'll take... Oh wow, what do you take here?
That's tough. I mean, you want the Liliana to survive, but you can... the Liliana can be bounced anyway with the Cryptic Command. It's any non-land permanent, right?
It's any permanent.
Yeah, okay, any permanent. So you've got no... The Liliana's not going to stick no matter what you take. You can't take Cryptic Command because it's 4 mana. You can take one of the other two, but yeah, maybe take the card advantage. Yeah, I think he's resigned to the fact that his Liliana's not going to...
Takes up a Lily and he pitches the explosives.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
He could, if Chris draws a land, he could just kill the... Oh, a Restoration Angel. Ooh, wow. That's big. That's huge.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably hoping he's going to play a spell before he ticks up Liliana. But that would be a mistake if he did.
He's on 17 now.
Yeah, Osama cracking that windswept heath.
Yeah.
Last game 1.
Now, what do you do if you're Osama here? Would you just sit there, tick Liliana up, try to draw something out of Chris?
I'd play the... He has a Cryptic in hand, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, depending on what I have in hand, I may just tick up the Lily to try and force him to use something.
Yeah.
If he has the Restoration Angel, or just a Vidalian Click or a Snapcaster Mage or anything...
What's he going to get rid of here? Siege Rhino, probably, yeah.
Possibly? I don't think Siege Rhino's that good here.
Tarmogoyf's going to be pretty big. We've got Artifact, Instant, Sorcery, Land, Creature. So we're looking at 5/6.
Bounce to draw a card. I would just pitch the... I'd just pitch the Siege Rhino here. Because Goyf is a better clock.
Liliana's going to resolve, then Chris is still going to have to pitch a card, so he's still going to be down to 1 card.
But whether that's a Restoration or not, Restoration Angel or not is...
Does this not lead the way then? He can now replay Liliana, tick Liliana up again. I mean,
I don't think he does.
No, because then he'll be...
It's just the Goyf.
Okay.
I don't think he casts a Siege Rhino.
Yeah, because maybe Chris is actually playing
Chris
off the top.
goes to 14 and Osama goes to 20.
Unicorns.
21?
No,
20.
20.
Yeah.
Osama's on 20.
Dude, name warriors though, man.
So, what does Chris do here? Do you, if you've drawn a land, do you,
Okay, so you know the Liliana's still there, so...
do you wait, he has.
Yeah.
Do you, no, because blocking the Siege Rhino is bad. Chris goes to 9. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're ticking up Liliana, so...
No, he's not. He's on 10, sorry, he's on 10. He's on 10.
Oh, he's going to play that, okay, so he's going to still have to discard. So Osama's going to be hellbent.
I think this is more in favour of Chris.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
Definitely Osama because...
Well, Siege Rhino's still a 4/5, so the Restoration Angel's still going to bite the dust on the next attack. Plus Liliana can get rid of her.
Liliana on now? 5 or 4? I think she's on 4.
Yeah.
So, what happens is, Chris activates the Colonnade, kills the Lily, leaves the Restoration Angel up as a blocker, hope to find a Lightning Bolt maybe? No, because the ball wouldn't do anything.
Bolt's not going to help here.
Unless he finds a
Yeah,
path.
I think he's just gonna swing at Lily. That's it. Yeah.
I think she's on 4.
Yeah.
She goes down to 1. This seems fine because Chris can use the Colonnade to no, we can't trade with a Siege Rhino at all.
No.
Unless he draws a like a path or something.
Okay, let's see what's in Chris's hand. Oh, another Restoration
wow.
Angel. Okay.
That's a huge top deck that by Chris.
Now that's that could make all the
Oh,
difference.
Chris is on 9 now. Chris is on 9. That is massive. Wow. No, he's on 5.
Yeah.
So does
So
Chris
Liliana dies now, I'm sure.
Does Chris just attack Lily and kill her and leave 1 angel up?
Yeah. I think
Just
you
to-
have to, because otherwise what you're facing is Liliana ticks down, you lose an angel, Siege Rhino attacks, you pretty much lose the other angel.
No, because you to actually be able to actually properly block, he has to. Why is it called fetch? Is it 5 to activate colonnade?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 colourless, white and a blue, I believe.
Chris goes down to 4 here. And he's going to chunk block. He's going to dual block with the colonnade and their angel.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't, he's just dead. So.
Yeah. Okay, so which one of these would you deal damage to?
I would kill the colonnade.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wow! What a blowout!
Path to Exile there, and that is that's. I mean, Chris has got to hit something big now.
What a blowout! Wow.
He's got 1 chump blocker.
But then he takes. No, he doesn't take anything. Wow, this is wow.
I mean, if he'd have had a treetop village down instead of one of those
Wow,
lands.
this is real. This is good. I know Sam's on 20 as well. So Chris is so much.
He's going to.
Ooh, he's tech edging the green. He's tech edging the overgrown too, which takes him off of. I guess this takes it off of double green, but. Wow, that land is huge there.
Yeah.
Go to game 2. Go to game 3. Sorry.
1 apiece. That was a pretty close game. I thought Chris was going to stabilise there for a bit. When he dropped the second Restoration Angel, I thought, okay, he's going to get to double block the Siege Rhino and he can kill the Siege Rhino and then he'll still have 1 to take out the Liliana. But then when the Path to Exile came down, it was just like, okay, this is a blowout.
That was huge.
He really needed to hit something big on that draw and he didn't manage it.
Yeah, if Chris would have possibly.
So these are bounced out, yeah?
What could Chris have drawn there to try and equalise it? I think.
Well, yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Siege Rhino's a 4-drop, so you know, it's out of the. He would have needed some sort of wrath spell, but it's out of the range of.
Spell snare.
Spell snare, yeah, it's out of the range of his other stuff. His wall of omens wouldn't have helped him out either, because it would have bought him a turn and a card. Yeah, but Siege Rhino would have killed it, so it would have bought him a turn.
Yeah, I got him a card, so I think that seems fine. I don't particularly like.
I mean, Siege Rhinos, it's at that awkward. It's at that awkward. It's a 4-drop.
Yeah.
It can't get bolted easily. You need 2 bolts. It's got 4 power, so it's going to get through Wall of Omens.
Yeah. And it has trample as well.
Yeah, it's got, instead of being a 4-4, it's a 4-5. So Celestial Colonnade is going to die unless it blocks with something else.
It makes effectively trading with it, and
it's like
really bad.
Exactly. It makes everything sort of like a 2-for-1. You know, you need to put 2 cards in the way. To get it out of the way, which sometimes, as we've just seen in the last round, does not go well.
No, it doesn't.
You put yourself in a situation where any removal spell, like a Path to Exile, can really blow up your game plan.
Yeah. Or you could still have 2-for-1'd him. Well, no, not really. You could have still. If Chris had a bolt there, he could have still been able to kill the Rhino. But.
Yeah, that's true. If he had a bolt there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rhino would have still taken out.
The angel.
You know, yeah. So then.
But then it's still a 2-for-1 on Chris's side. No, more than that.
Yeah, because he's still using 2 cards to take out the Rhino.
More than that.
Yeah.
3. It's a 3-for-1. Because it has to use the angel, the colonnade, and the bolt to get rid of the Rhino, which is awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Not to mention the fact that when it comes into play, it does a 6-point life swing. I mean, that's bad enough. Oh, sorry. Well, I count as a 6-point because they lose 3 life, you gain 3 life, so it swings the life total by 6 points. It's kind of like when you.
It's completely game changing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a fair card whatsoever. It shouldn't have been put the way it is. I mean, like, it would have been fine if it was like a 3-4-for-4, and it didn't have trample. Or if it did still have trample, it'd be fine.
I don't think we need to tell Wizards of the Coast how to not break broken cards. You know, I think they know. We've seen some terrible cards come from Wizards of the Coast and some amazing cards as well. So,
we've seen some amazing sets as well, and some awful ones. Theros block, we are looking at you.
Oh yeah.
And Kamigawa block.
Well,
Good God.
I was very happy when cards came out because there were some really good cards.
Oh, cards was
Well, so good. Obviously, they've been banned already, so they only ban good cards, right? Apart from World Gorger Dragon.
Because that card's awful.
Yeah. I mean, there was a conversation on Facebook just the other day. I mean, there were some people saying, "How can we break this World Gorger Dragon? How can we break this World Gorger Dragon?" And I think,
It's awful.
actually, I think there's an artifact in Cairns. I can't remember the name, but it costs 1.
Yes.
Maybe somebody on the feed could tell me what it is. And whenever a permanent comes into play under your control, you mill the top card of your opponent's library.
Alter of...
Oh, we got it. Altar of something.
Yeah,
so there you go. You've got
Altar of the Brood.
Okay,
Do you have
so
to name a creature type with that?
No, it's just whenever a permanent.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so
That's
there
cool.
you go. So you've got
That seems awful against Emrakul.
turn 1 discard World Gorger, turn 2 animate dead, and
That seems awful against...
you somehow
like,
you need Altar of the Brood in there. Look, we've got it here. We've got
Altar of Brood. It seems awful though against like decks with Eldrazi in them. It seems absolutely appalling.
oh it's not going to work if they're playing with any sort of Emrakul, but
like, I
Emrakul's
guess
not
you
been
can-
in favour lately. I've not seen that many sneak and show.
Oh.
Not seen that many. We've seen a few, but not like it used to be.
No, and we've started. Chris is... Oh, I thought he's... looks like Chris has got the... Oh wow, that's a good hand. That's a very good hand.
We're just skipping the first turns. Nobody wants to see tapped land come into play, do they?
I think it's, normally the first turns are some of the most important. Like for example, like this Dorsey's here is huge. Getting rid of the Smell Snare could be a massive deal. Maybe the Wrath of God as well. That might be a thing. He's on. It looks like he's on 17. Sam's on 17. I think Chris is on 20 still because I can't imagine he was gonna play the Steam events in untapped. Because it just seems like a waste of life there.
What do you take here then? So you've got Wrath of God, you've got Engineered Explosives.
It's difficult. I might take the Wrath.
Spell Snare.
I might take the Wrath. Or maybe the Spell Snare.
Depends what he's got in his hand.
Yeah.
He's got what he wants to resolve.
It's a tricky one. Because like if he has a Goyf in hand, I think he wants to take the Spell Snare. Because like Goyf is automatically a 3/4, and it has to.
I'm looking. It looks like he.
Lily, Path.
What's that?
Some of the stuff. He might have a Bob.
Can't quite see it. Oh, Siege Rhino.
2 Lilies. Oh wow. Is he playing the full set? He is. Wow. He's playing the full set. And he takes the Restoration Angel. There's another Spell Snare from Chris.
Maybe he's worried about the Resto coming in and doing a few combat tricks. Or...
Yeah, I don't know why you took it. I think it's because it kills Liliana and just wants to resolve her.
Yeah.
Because it seems like the best card against this matchup. And the fact that Chris can't explosives, so. Answer to your question, this is modern.
Somebody's asking on here who is commentating.
Huh? Introduce yourself, guys.
Oh, yeah, I'm Dan.
Dan 2 Pints Partridge. If you missed that part, you'll have to rewind it. We have already discussed why it's 2 Pints Partridge.
Yeah, we could just skip over that. I'm here with...
I am Stephen Hurrell. We are both from Leeds. We are broadcasting to you live from the PPTQ Vancouver preliminary event. Yeah, it's the PPTQ.
It is,
yeah, there's no such thing as PTQs anymore.
There is. It's still going.
Is there? Oh,
Yep.
okay. I apologise. Yeah, I thought this was it now. I thought we just had PPTQs.
They're just a part of this really new, complicated.
We're letting the match behind count.
Yeah, well, it's a part of this new, complicated thing. This new system that Wizards of the Coast brought in to try and make PTQs smaller. But it probably hasn't.
Somebody said rewinding the stream. I'm pretty sure that he's going to be posted on YouTube later date, so you can do it like that. Yeah. Okay, Liliana's ticking up anyway. As we're getting back to the game, Liliana's ticking up. So what are we going to ditch here? It looks like he's got a choke in his hand.
There's a choke and a Fulminator Mage.
Now, do you wait until Chris taps out to play something, to play the choke, or do you just drop the choke?
I just dropped the fulminate mage.
Okay.
the fulminate mage is sweet here because you blow up his one of his blue sources, because then that means it's. Oh wow! I would have blown up the steam vents because it makes if he sees another sulfur falls, it makes it slightly more awkward.
True. No, but it's got a mountain anyway.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
I guess it's. I don't think it makes much of a difference. Summer's on 16 now. Fetching a. What could it fetch? What is it going to fetch? I think it's probably going to fetch a. I don't think it's going to get a Temple Garden. I think it's just going to Overgrown too. Yeah, this is an interesting game. Chris is very far behind.
He's going to leave himself open here. Don't think he's got any sort of counterspell or removal in his hand. So
yeah, I agree with not blowing up the vents. I think if you want to resolve the choke, you want you don't want your opponent having islands.
Yeah, maximum amount of islands on the board.
Because if he draws the sulfur falls now, it's going to be slightly more awkward for him. And if Usama finds another meddling mage, you're going to be able to cut him off of blue completely.
Interesting. There, he got rid of the siege rhino.
I don't think it's a card that he wants right now. Unless he's drawn another one, which it looks like he.
Okay,
tech edging.
He's gone on the mana denial route, hasn't he? He's trying to cut him off.
Yeah, because he has no other way of.
Liliana's going to ultimate next turn.
I don't think she is going to.
Well, she's probably not, but she's going to be at ultimate next turn, so he's going to have that option.
I think he wants to leave it a turn.
Yeah, tick it up one more turn, ultimate,
and then cut him off blue completely. Leave him with separate the steam vents and the tech edge and the mountain. From the tech edge and the mountain, sorry.
Yeah.
As Chris is joking about, oh, thinks that is.
Well, he's still got blue. He's still got blue, white, and red, so he can cast.
He doesn't. He has blue, white. He has blue. He's got the blue, white, red now. So,
okay.
And he has enough cards to be able to discard the.
So engineered explosives for 3 would be quite valuable.
Yes. Oh wow! It's time on the round. I can't imagine this round's gonna be finished. It looks like it is just gonna end up in a draw.
He really wants to drop that now, but he's not. No.
No, he can't.
No.
I think it is just game here because Chris is on 20 still, and Usama can't find a clock fast enough to be able to kill Chris.
Well, he's got one card in hand. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but Chris is on 20 life. It's going to be very difficult. Okay, he's going to ultimate. So, yeah, he's going to ultimate now. He's going to split it to 2 and 2. This is going to really mess with Chris's plans.
I don't think it matters, though.
I think he wanted to untap there, played the engineered explosives for 3, get rid of the Liliana and the choke, and tried to build from there, but...
He's wanting to tech edge something. Is he going to tech edge the... No, he's not. Because tech edging seems pretty bad here. You could tech edge the Overgrown Tomb and take him off a double black. But then he still has double black from the... No, you take out the Urborg. You killed the Urborg here.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't kill
that means he can't now cast another Liliana if he finds one.
Yes. What does Chris got in hand? Is that a...
So, what do you do now? 2 and 1? You can leave him with... No, well, how would you split it?
I think I give him the mountain on the corner.
Well, the Steam Vents is not going to untap, so Chris is not probably valuing that very highly. So maybe split the mountain
I could,
and
I imagine
Steam Vents? Get rid of the Colonnade?
I don't think the Colonnade is such a threat.
It's not at the moment, no, but it's the only source of white.
I guess it's a... Yeah.
Yeah, he does that.
I agree with this line of play. And it's a Goyf. That Goyf's massive now. I think it's this is turn 2 of time.
Blue and a red. Engineered explosives for 2.
That seems fine.
Yeah.
But then he can't crack it.
No, he can't crack it.
But
it's gonna stay there for a turn unless he draws something.
Turn 2 at a time, I think. Is it turn 2 at a time? It attacks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Going to 15.
There you go.
Souls as well.
Yeah.
If he rips a land here,
So
he could win.
Chris
He
taking
could survive.
5 damage.
What's that in his hand? It's a pass. I think he has a Celestial Purge in his hand as well. He does, yeah.
So Chris is on 15, is he?
Yes.
Chris is on 15 now.
Yes, he is. Chris is on 15.
Flashback Lingering Souls.
Yep, he'll be on 17. That's game.
Oh.
That's 2-1 to Osama.
Yeah,
This
that's pretty
deck's
good.
very good. Drug just seems to be one of the most powerful decks in Magic at the moment. In both modern and standard, it's wrecking in the formats.
Maybe we should have just continued ticking her up.
Somebody's asking if they had a small extension. I did mention to the guys about the interview, and they gave them a couple of minutes. So that's fine.
I think if you keep ticking it up, I have a much bigger shot of getting into the match.
If I do what?
If you keep ticking it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I can discard all the irrelevant cards I
destroying
draw.
2 of his lands when you've got a choke is going to mislead.
Yeah, it's insane.
And being able to split the Liliana pile so that when
Liliana's making a comeback in a big way.